Hey there folks, and welcome back to Echoes by Novalox. We are on the hunt for Parker, and we found them. But he's preparing to launch his attack. What's gonna happen? Find out. He and his men had taken shelter in a garage. 4 people in total, him and 3 mercenaries in fatigues. They didn't seem to notice our arrival. Their attention was focused on a derelict house about 30 yards from their shelter. I didn't know exactly what I expected. Something worse? The situation actually looked fairly manageable for the sheriff and I. She signaled me to get out quietly. When I opened the car door, Arthur's cat slipped out and disappeared into a bush. Then, without a moment of hesitation, she drove full speed at Parker. The bullets sprayed in her direction, but there wasn't much they could do against an armored police car hurtling towards them. At the last moment, Gianna threw herself from the vehicle. Letting the car finish its journey, knocking down one of our opponents. The 2 others had no time to react while she's doing like this whole Matrix thing or whatever. The 2 others had no time to react. Each of them took a volley of bullets. The threat was reduced to nothing in moments. As for Parker, he had once again vanished. Too bad. Once this was happening, I approached the derelict house and entered the room on the first floor. Jody. She was near, I was sure. Morrison was there. He used the situation to get his radio equipment back. Oscar, I know you can hear me. Fight! Don't let this thing control you. Detective Fox, you see, in the end, I didn't need you to get the equipment. Oscar, or the creature controlling him, had no time to finish their sentence before Gianna came in and threw herself into them. But she was repelled with a backhand and heavily landed on the ground. I used the distraction to push open the door to the other room, where I found Jody. My Jody, gagged and bound to a chair. She looked terrified, but unharmed. Behind me, Gianna and the creature were entwined in a violent struggle. Just as the sheriff was about to overcome Morrison, he began to change into something inhuman. And when I realized that the creature had taken out the bell and was about to ring it, I tried to intervene. It was too late. I don't want to remember what happened next. Refusing Gianna, Oscar, Ernest, Ettore, the creature, and me. So one of our limbs reached towards Jody. The creature was holding the bell. I understood what it wanted to do, but I was unable to stop it. Suddenly, Ettore and the creature detached from us and threw themselves into Jody, still tied up. Someone, Gianna maybe, detached the bell from the thing's hand. It was too late. Jody, I saw her face distort with the bell's effect. It was unbearable. I slammed the door. We had to stabilize. One of us had to take control. I sat at the desk and began to write. Did I do it again? Did I stop right at the end of the chapter? And I won. I have control. I am Ernest Blow, and I will stop that creature. I stopped right at the end of the chapter. Again. Okay. Oh well, we finished up episode 4. I don't know how I managed it, but apparently it was me who won the internal struggle that Ricky launched against the 3 of us for the control of this body. Frankly, it's not ideal. Someone more athletic like Ricky or the sheriff would probably be more useful for what we're facing, but we'll just have to make do. To tell the truth, I am almost tempted to pack up my stuff and get the hell out of here, but I guess if that creature manages to put its plan into action, there soon won't be anywhere left to run. Fortunately, the noises in the next room stopped a while back. I guess that thing has managed to get free. It has to be stopped, and we mustn't hang about because it's got everything it needs to put its plan into action. Radio equipment, and a bell. My companion's help would be invaluable for that. I'm gonna need Fox's detection skills and the sheriff's determination. Even Oscar Morrison would be useful. Living so long with a creature, that must be information that he alone can give me. Maybe I can find a way to bring them to the surface while losing control. I just have to convince them to join forces with me. I'll start by exploring this house. Episode 5. The Dam. Alright, let's consult Ricky Fox. Jody. What Ricky needs to wake him up is pretty obvious. I have to find something that reminds him of his wife. Anna Walter. Arthur. Dave. Greenhearth. Find a way to wake the sheriff. We brought a cat with us when we left the precinct. I guess that animal must mean a lot to her. I get a hold of it. Maybe that would be enough to bring her out. Oscar Morrison. My son. Nathan. My son. President Morrison's thinking of his family. I already know what can help wake him a drawing. I hope if I show him one of his own, if he actually left one in this house, that will be enough. Alright, I'll search the house. This is the place where we lost several hours in our mental battle. Ricky Fox's notes are on the table. I'll leave them there. Maybe they'll help someone understand what happened in Greenhearth. I may not have Fox's detection skills, but there must be things to find here. Like, the cat? The cat the sheriff brought here from the precinct is lounging on the table. I don't understand why she decided to bring the animal with us, but something tells me she must be fond of it. Perhaps it will help me wake her. Oscar's drawing. Would that be enough to bring him out of his torpor? Into the other room, I saw the creatures indeed escaped while we were fighting. The room was empty except for the chair that Jody had been kept in. I'm gonna take the rope, use to bind her. Perhaps to get a reaction from Ricky Fox's mind. Blood? The bloodstain. It looks like it comes from the creature. Gianna must have managed to injure it while she was trying to restrain it. Let's hope that slowed it down at least a bit. Really something else? Oh, the crowbar. I'll keep it with me. It might be useful. Nothing else to find in this room, for now at least. Garage. Garage where Parker and his henchmen launched their attack on the house where the creature had taken refuge. Of course, Parker managed to make it out once again, but he must have had to abandon his equipment as he ran away. There are probably some interesting things to be found inside. The service car used as a ram to eliminate the mercenaries had finished its journey in a metal cabinet. It was in surprisingly good shape considering the circumstances, but it wouldn't start. And the trouble is, I'm useless with car mechanics. Maybe the sheriff would know what to do to get it going again, though. There are loose papers on the floor. It looks like research notes with operating instructions. I just have to find the rest of them. Like this. Another sheet of instructions. I'm still missing a piece, but from what I understand, the partial information I've got, operating instructions for the system to detect people affected by the bill. One of Parker's men. I can't believe he managed to get away again. A file with my name on it. Leafing through it, I confirmed that it's the proof I've been looking for all these years. It clearly demonstrates the Federal Bureau's guilt in the serious offense that led to my brother's death, which had ended in my being placed in Greenhearth with the Witness Protection Program. Fortunately, it's a bit too late, but maybe I can find a way to send all this. Send all this to my contacts. I am seeing things, apparently. There's a missing page of the operating instructions for the system to detect the people affected by the bill. I guess Oscar might be able to figure it out. I still have to find the equipment to go with these instructions. Police radio. This is how Parker communicated with his men. I do wish that the cursor remembered where it was. A locked briefcase. I wonder what's inside. Maybe the system located the people affected by the bill. I wasn't at the precinct, which means that Parker probably stole it during the attack. That'll explain why it's here. I'm able to force the lock without much difficulty thanks to the crowbar I found in the abandoned house, and I'm able to check that it is indeed the positioning system developed by the Bureau's science team. Well, that's good news. That means we can locate the creature. I think I've seen everything in Garage for now. Alright, Ricky Fox. Jody? Fox is fixated on his wife, poor guy. I feel kind of bad dragging him back to consciousness with us, but considering the way he's punishing himself, I guess it can't get any worse. Show him the ropes that were used to bind Jody. Ricky? For Ricky, I need your help. Creature, it's got away. We have to stop it. Creature, Jody. We have to save Jody. We'll do our best, but stopping the creature is still a priority, I'm afraid. If we can save your wife in the process, we will do, but it's imperative that we stop that thing from calling us fellas. You understand? You have to think of your son, too. My son? Chris. Yes, I have to think of him. But how did you win You let me have control. Look, I don't know what happened. I do know that I'm not the one in the best shape physically to tackle what's coming, but let's do our best with what we've got, okay? And anyway, very mean and Oscar, don't you think? Yes. In any case, I'm gonna need your brains if we're gonna get out of this mess. Can I count on you? Yes, I'll do all I can to help you stop that creature, I swear. Good. Thanks. Yana. Save Greenhearth. Seeing the sheriff reduced to a shadow in the corner of my mind is a very strange sight. Despite that, her thoughts seemed to waver between Arthur Petrovsky and her duty to the townspeople. The cat that the sheriff wanted to bring with us had curled up on my knees and began to purring loudly. Arthur's cat. I promised myself I would take care of it after he died. But I lost it. I lost everything. I can take care of Greenhearth if I can't even take care of a stupid cat. All is not lost yet. At least, not yet. And we still have a chance of stopping that creature. I'm gonna need you to do that. Yes, you're right. We still got a chance of stopping that creature. I won't lie to you. I'd rather be in control, but never mind. I'll do all I can to help you. Thanks. Need help getting the car started. The squad car? I should be able to handle that. We went to look at how badly the vehicle was damaged. I'm about to give up on his accent because I'm like, I've got to do more of it. Yes, the radiator's taking a bang, but I should be able to patch it up. I need tools. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I guess I have a toolbox in the abandoned house. Oscar. Rose, I know you're thinking of your wife, but look at this drawing I found. Can you concentrate on it, please? Little by little, I feel Oscar's mind becoming incoherent. Thank you for calling me back, but we absolutely must stop that creature before it can call its kind. And as you may imagine, time is of the essence. You must have some information for... you shared your mind with that creature. You must have some information for us, don't you? Yes, but the priority is still to find a way to get back to the town. Counting on you to find a solution, I suggest we check back before we leave. Then, don't hesitate to call me if you need it. Okay. Now this case with electronic equipment. It looks like a lot like the system you took from the hospital. Yes, it does indeed resemble my equipment. I suppose it must be a system the Bureau developed to locate the people affected by the bell. That's what the instructions manual suggests. Parker must have brought it with him when he left the station. Will you be able to use it? With the manual he found, yes. I think I'll manage. Oscar gave me step-by-step instructions to follow. Ah, there we go. Do you see the dot on the screen? That's us. And the other dot? That's the creature. It's heading for the dam. What? The dam? Yes, I believe the creature is going to try to use the reservoir to amplify the signal. That's how it plans to call its fellows. So we know where it's going. Yes, and I have a plan to stop it. Okay, that's good news. Listening? Well, I'm not certain you'll see it as good news, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'd rather we check back with the other two before we leave, if you don't mind. Alright. Search the house. The toolbox. I'll have to ask Gianna if it's got what we need to repair the car. I think that's fine for now. Gianna. Now the toolbox. Does it have what you need to fix the car? Yes, it's not perfect, but I should be able to cobble something together. 15 minutes later, thanks to the sheriff's instructions, the car was ready to go. Right, we wouldn't make it far across the country, but it should be good enough to get us back to Greenhearth. That's one less thing to worry about. Check back and leave. Right, we got ourselves transported out of here, and we know where to find the creature. I'll check in and make a plan with my cohabitants. Right, we've got a way to get around, and we know where the creature is going, the dam. I don't know if we can manage to beat it, but I already defeated all of us. I promise you I'll do my best. But all I ask is to find a way to send those documents of Parker's to my contacts. Noble! Stopping that thing has to be our priority. Well, I may have a solution that will allow us to kill two birds with one stone. Really, I'm listening, Mr. Morrison. You're aware that the creature forced me to kill Raymond Kowalski, but do you know why? As far as I know, that was just the first in a series of murders targeting Petrovsky's patients, wasn't it? No, killing the survivors of the Veracocha project was the foreman's plan, or to kill the creature's host and be rid of the threat. Creature only began wanting to strike down those of people affected by the bell when its existence was discovered. Actually, Raymond possessed large quantities of explosives and was preparing to blow up the dam. What? Why is this information only coming to light now? Because or at least the creature, stopped him in time. And you want to use those explosives to do what exactly? As some form of leverage against the creature? Exactly. But I must warn you, the chance of our having to blow up the dam is far from non-existent. But what about my documents? Doubtless we'll find some way of contacting your friends at Greenhearth Bank, Mr. Bohm. Greenhearth Bank? Yes, that's where I hit the explosives. Sheriff is wary. Just what were you thinking, Morrison? It was the safest place. As you know, you can lease a safe deposit box in the strictest confidence, and the bank itself doesn't know what's inside. First the bank, then the dam. Works for me. Me too. Considering the stakes, I'm ready to sacrifice myself if that's our only option. What about Jody? My son? We'll do our best to save her, Ricky. I'm afraid our best won't be enough to save your wife, Detective. Yes. Yes, I understand. Detective, usually so tough, seems to have given up completely. Can't really blame him for that. As we said, the situation isn't exactly easy. Right, let's not hang around, Bull. If that creature plans its plan into action, you're right. Let's go. When I climb to the car, Arthur's old cat slips in beside me. I let it. I start the car, and with the motor sputtering, I head for Greenhearth Bank. Like the rest of the town, Greenhearth Bank is completely empty. Had Parker sent in the evacuation order? This had been at Agent Frank Busby's request. That means that at least if we're forced to blow up the dam, we're only placing our own lives in danger and that of the creature. Bank reception has a fairly new computer. Maybe I could use this in Parker's file? Let me figure out the password. Family photo. Probably a personal belonging of the staff member on the reception desk. I turn around and notice a series of numbers jotted on the back. I the code to unlock the computer, and it works. I just have to find a way to scan Ernest's file. A lighter. Might be useful. Well, there's clearly something else, but feels like it's there. A smoke detector. With a bit of luck, it might control the door locks. When I move the lighter flame closer to the smoke detector, the door to the safe deposit boxes makes an unmistakable click. I find the way to the vault without any trouble. What surprises me as I go inside, apart from the fact that the building is completely empty, is the relative disorder of the room. Looks as though some of the boxes have been hastily emptied, which seems to confirm the theory of a strategic retreat after a call from the authorities. If the explosives are still there. There's a flash drive lying on the table. Exactly what I need to send the information in the file Parker had. Using a digital copier and the computer at the reception to send the files, it only takes me a few minutes to copy the most important pages. At least if by some bad luck it don't make it out of the dam alive, my contacts will have what's needed to finish what I've started. Phone. Telephone. Miss Morrison's mind stirs at the side of the phone. Rose, you have to call her. I need to be sure she and my son have evacuated. Alright. Pick up the phone and dial the number. Yes? Mrs. Morrison, this is Federal Bureau. You must leave town immediately. But you called me a few hours ago to tell me to stay home, and now you're asking me to evacuate? I suppose you still don't have any news on my husband. Sorry, ma'am. The plans have changed. It's imperative for your safety that you evacuate the town within the hour. But you'll be given more details later, so I'm sorry if I have to hang up. Wait! I feel Officer's mind relieved as I hang up the phone. The author's instructions, I find the right box without any difficulty. I'm no expert in demolition, but I guess there's more than enough to destroy the dam. As I'm about to leave the room, I feel the sheriff's mind take hold of me. Wait, I've got a favor to ask you too. Arthur's cat. I ask that you make sure it survives. There's a tunnel leading out of the town on the road to the dam. Could you just let it go there? Giving in to Oscar's request, I couldn't exactly refuse the sheriff this little favor. Okay. Thanks. I stop at the entrance to the tunnel the sheriff had shown me, and I release Petrovska's cat as she'd asked. Animal rubs itself against my legs one last time and gazes at me sadly, as though it feels its mistress's presence and was telling her goodbye before it sets off into the tunnel. When the cat finally disappears into the gloom, the sheriff's mind filled with a kind of gentle resignation. On the device, I abandoned the car at the foot of the dam to take the maintenance shaft. Trouble is, I'll have to climb all that way on foot. I find myself climbing ladder after ladder with far more ease than I'd expected. It's probably one of the advantages of sharing your body with several cohabitants. After entering the interior, I began to set up the explosives. Oscar tries to guide me, but I'm perfectly able to manage a man. This isn't my first rodeo. Just as I place the final charge, I hear strange noises and the thing emerges from the shadow. It's still wearing the features of Fox's wife, which, let's be honest, is extremely disturbing. Mr. Bull, I'd never have thought it would be you who won. Never mind who won, we're all here to stop you. Stop me? You're scarcely able to manage an empty hotel. Do you really believe you've got the courage to stop me? Anyway, it's too late. Roll rumbling resonates through the structure of the dam. Come, my brothers, come. Dinner is served. The creature draws closer to me, looking menacing. I only have a few seconds left. I know what I had to do. My contacts received those documents. 48 hours had passed since the explosion of the dam, which submerged the town of Greenhearth beneath the waters. Thanks to the evacuation order from the authorities, human losses have been minimal. We don't know what exactly brought about the destruction of the dam, but an inquiry is underway. Note that Sheriff Gianna Walters is still AWOL and probably lost her life trying to stop the explosion. An official funeral has been scheduled. Good news is that the object has been located and the experiments can finally recommence. You'll remember the note that in the report that the terrorist threat was overborne thanks to the efforts of my team. Oh, won't you? What a shame that none of them survived. I do hope the next Curtis will be as malleable as the last one. Right, come on, Liz. There's nothing left for us to do here. Oh. Just like that? Just like that? It's done? Oh, game over. I guess that was a bad ending, but it's the ending we're gonna go with. So that was Echoes. I assume I'm gonna check the achievements real quick. Yeah, because I did not get complete episode 5. Let's save. No. I guess that was it. I don't feel like going back through, but yeah. I assume there's supposed to be a good ending where we stop the creature and they don't restart the experiments or something. But yeah, like I said, I didn't actually finish episode 5, and as far as I can tell, I have to redo the whole thing to get back there, and I don't feel like doing that. So we're gonna call it good there for Echoes. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought of that ending. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching the series. Again, I did receive a free code for doing this. If you enjoyed the video in the series, feel liking, commenting, and subscribing. Be sure to check out the description below for some links and all that. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!